What's up guys, hope you're all well. Today I thought I'd do a quick members video on how to add Piggy Graphics and Piggy Lighting to your game, whether it's a Piggy game or similar, or to your videos if you're making videos. So you see I've got a base plate here. This will be quite a quick video, but hopefully it'll be quite informative on how to add good graphics, good lighting. So first off, you want to go to File in the top left, Studio Settings, and then under Rendering. So under Rendering you've got Quality Level and Edit Quality Level. So Quality Level will be the level of your game, Edit Quality Level will be the level of what you're doing right now in Studio. So you can see what it looks like before you publish your game. So Quality Level, you see you've got between, we've got Automatic or Level 1 up to Level 21, 21 being the highest, Level 1 being the lowest, and Automatic should automatically add the best settings you can use based on how good your PC or how good your laptop is. I always have both on level 21 so I can see what things look like. Now when you've done that, I'll show you the lighting effect. So straight away I'm going to get rid of atmosphere and I will show you with alleys. I'll bring in the alleys map so I can show you exactly what I mean with some of the settings that just make the graphics a lot better. So now we've got a alleys map. So if I dive down into here and show you a couple of options, so straight away you can see this doesn't look exactly like the Piggy map does. So first off, I'll show you here. So you go on to lighting, and the first thing you want to change is the technology. It'll be shadow map, so change that to future, and as you see straight away it adds extra details and just makes the textures slightly better straight away. Or if I come in here, you'll be able to see from shadow map, which is what it normally set on, to future, it just adds that extra bit of texture, changes the lighting. So now we've got it on future. If we now, all we do is just change the clock time to 0. Straight away, it looks a lot more like alleys. Straight away. So where we spawn, this already looks a lot better. Just from changing it from shadow map to future and changing the clock time to 0. But there's a lot more you can do. With all these settings in lighting here and all these settings in here, and I'll show you them now. So if I show you a different map, I'll show you a completely different map. So I'll get rid of values completely and I'll change the clock time as well so we can actually see what we're doing. And we'll go in here and I'll get for you, let's see if anyone's put in the latest map yet. So docks. So that looks like it's docks. So here we go, here it is, the docks, and as you can see there's not much to this here because this is all open. This is actually very good, this one. So you can see it's all open, there's nothing out there, the map's not very big, you know, he hasn't created it, so you know, he blocks everything off, but this is where you can use lighting and some of the settings to be able to make it look just a lot better. So straight away, as I mentioned, we go to lighting and we changed the lighting already to future, so you can already see, let's see if it makes a big difference here. So you just see it adds the extra sort of texture to things in the map, makes them look quite a bit better. But what we need to do now is we'll go into, we've got lighting up, so if you see the background outside, if we add the fog color, so that's why you get rid of atmosphere in lighting, you change the fog color to 0, 0, 0, which is black, and then the fog end is how close the fog is going to be. So I'm just going to change that to 200, and straight away, if you recall in most Piggy maps, things that are further away are more shadowed, more darker, you can't really see them. So now if I change the clock time from 11 to 0 for night, I'll also need a nighttime scene as well, but the closest we can get when we play is here. So as you can see, you can't actually see the map ends just here. You can't actually see that it ends there. And then going around the map with the fog as well, it adds darkened places. I don't really know what this is, what people have added, but it adds the darker areas. So if I take the fog away and put it back up to 100,000, it just lightens things up a bit, whereas you change the fog to even 100, it darkens the map up a lot more, makes it look a lot better, makes it give it that sort of more scary feel as well. And you can't see further away from you because the fog means that as you walk forward, then it lightens up as you go, the closer you get, and things further away are darker, and it means you can hide a very small map like this one. So even if I come to here, we can't see in the distance here, but if we take the fog away, then you can see there's nothing there but a base plate. But if we change this to 100, it disappears and you can only just see the outline of Tiger's boat. So then that's the quality for that. For lighting, so just a quick recap: go into lighting, go to technology, change it to future, because you've got shadow map. Change to future, it gives it that extra bit. The lighting's a lot better as well. It reflects off the items better. The actual textures come out a lot better as well. We added the fog color to 000 and fog end to 100. You can also do 200, which brings it a bit further out and lightens it up a bit, and you still can't see in the distance there. So it depends what effect you want to get for your game. If you do 100, it brings it right in and you can't see things further out. And the other good thing with changing it to future map and adding the fog in there is when you take it all away and put the clock time to a normal time of day, if you actually have a look at the quality and the graphics of everything, the items themselves are quite generic. There's no details to them. It's just a bench. It's just it's just a barricade. It's just a piece of metal. It's just a brick wall. But as soon as you turn the lighting setting down to 0, it makes a huge difference straight away. And as soon as you add your fog to 100, there you are. It looks so much better. Now, also what you want to do in here is add in the blur effect and the color correction. So the blur effect, we want to put that down to, I'll put that down to 1. It just, as you can see, the higher you put the blur effect, the higher it blurs the screen. But every Piggy map has a slight blur to it, and it just blurs out any of the sort of details. So it depends what you want to have in your game. Generally, this should probably be around the 1 mark. You don't want it too high. Color correction, you want to change that as well. So with the color correction, it should still be 255, 255, 255 for the tint color. And you can change the contrast. So it could be that if the lower you do it, the lighter it gets, as you see, all the way down. And then the higher you go, the darker it gets. So you can change this setting to, if you change to 0.1, you can just see there straight away it changed there. So it's just made it slightly darker. And it means even more so you cannot see outside in the distance. You can't see that the base plate is right there. So again, you can see this looks a lot closer to the actual Piggy game. If you were playing, it looks very, I don't even know what people have done here with this door, but you can see straight away this looks a lot more like the actual Piggy game. The graphics setting, the lighting setting straight away. So that's the color correction feature as well. The other thing you can change is the bloom effect. This might be correct anyway. I think this is quite generic. So the bloom effect is intensity. If we put that to 3, change that to 3. Let's have a look. So the bloom effect, if I change it around, if you look at the light on this light here on the screen, you can see the higher the intensity, the higher that this blooms out essentially. And then you can change the threshold and the size as well. So 24 is usually the 24, 25, somewhere between there is usually the effect, but it basically means that the bloom around here, how it glows, that's the change in the lighting, as you can see. So if you have it around the midway point, it gives it that nice effect. So 25 intensity you can change to whatever you want, but if you change that to a 3, it just gives it that big pop, and it's a bit blowy where the lights are. And then that's it. So again, the graphics changes massively from that. So if I take all the graphics off, and then we can have a look at it and just see. So this is with all the Piggy graphics, Piggy lighting on, and then if we change all of this, so if we unenable the bloom, unenable the color correction straight away, you can see the difference. Unenable that, go into the lighting, fog will put back up to 100,000, there you go, and then we'll put the future back to shadow map, and this is what you would have without any of the settings. You can see the base plate right there, you can see that things don't sort of look as good quality, but with a simple thing with the lighting, it'll change it hugely to make it look a lot better, a lot cleaner, a bit more scary, a bit more creepy, and just makes all the difference in your game. So that's it for today, guys. I hope that helps you with any of your lighting and graphic settings if you're making Piggy things or non-Piggy things, if you want to make it look a bit better with some extra lighting and graphics. Till next time, bye.